Now look what you have all done. You made Serial show up late for his own 7 p.m. appointment, and you guys called it out in the comment section. I saw it. Okay, there were over 35,000 people waiting on the SABC chat, and the people were like, wow, 7 p.m. African time or 7 p.m. European time? Which 7 p.m. are we going about? Or is it plus 2 hours in Horse's time zone explanation? But hello, Mzansi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you to everybody who joined our live reaction of the president family meeting, okay? Basically, my first reaction is, why did he gather the nation when he could have given that 10-minute speech in a WhatsApp group message, okay? Or he could have sent us all just a press briefing like the former police. No, not former. The suspended. No, not suspended. On leave of absence, police minister SENZO MCHUNU did. He just briefed us in a tweet, and that was it. Okay, he didn't go on video. I'm not sure when we will next see SENZO MCHUNU on video. It's been 7 days, okay? He reacted immediately after Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi made his press briefing last week. It's been 7 days, guys. It's been a whole 7 days. President has finally reacted. What's our first reaction? Of course, we knew there was going to be a commissioner of Ndondon, a commission of this and that. We knew it, okay? What we didn't expect was it to actually be that. We thought he was going to surprise us. We thought it was going to be different. We thought this was going to be the new and improved cupcake. But guess what? The president, in my opinion, saw what Julius Malema said, and he said, you know what, let me just copy-paste. Copy-paste. Let me just smoothen up the rough edges so it doesn't look like I copied, and then they'll say it's plagiarism. But did you guys pick up what Julius Malema said? Let me play it for you here.
Well, President should fire MCHUNU with immediate effect. MCHUNU came with a baggage. He's not old in the job. He's very new, but already tainted. This is a man who went to that institution to go and do wrong things. You want our people to have confidence again in the police. You have to fire the executive authority and then put order. If there are generals that have misbehaved, the national commissioner should act on those generals. And then we start dealing with crime. The role of the police is to deal with crime, not to connive with criminals.
I have no idea why the president then went on to do a whole commission of Ndondon. Okay, that's not what Julius Malema said. He said, fire the police minister. He came, okay, with ulterior motives. It's so brand new, but he came with baggage, okay? He's carrying too much. He's carrying too much. Too many skeletons. Get rid of the man. But the president said, you know what? I'm going to tuck him under my wing. I'm going to give him paid time off. Okay, he's just going to get paid time off. That's going to be less noise within the ANC, and also it's going to appease the public. Okay, the public's going to be appeased. Hopefully, Mkhwanazi is going to settle for that. He's going to be cool with it. Of course, we met privately. No, Mkhwanazi is not doing another press briefing to update you on what we said inside Bagati. And no, he's not going to call anyone a criminal anymore. He can't be saying, and then I was called into a meeting at the president's house, and then so and so. He's not going to do that, okay? We know, okay? Multiple NDAs have been signed. His wings have been clipped. But in the meantime, okay, the president said, I still got to do something. I still have to address the nation. So then the president responded, okay, to Mkhwanazi's allegations. And those allegations, he says, this is the president's words, by Mkhwanazi, is that there's serious allegations of the existence and operation of a syndicate, of a sophisticated criminal syndicate that has allegedly infiltrated law enforcement and intelligence structures in our country. And why the hell did he do this speech while I was outside the country? But that's okay. That's okay. I kept everybody waiting for 7 days, but I'm here now. And then he goes on to say, Lieutenant Mkhwanazi also alleged that the police minister interfered, allegedly, with sensitive police investigations and colluded with business people, including, imagine being Kat Malala and being mentioned by a whole president. That's how serious this thing is, okay? So the president said, you know what, I'm not going to say the criminal's name, but what I am going to say is hint so that everybody knows exactly who I'm talking about, so that we're not colluding and going down the AKA avenue that Shadrach Sivia drew everybody down, which Mkhwanazi never ever mentioned, okay? So then the president says, Lieutenant Mkhwanazi alleged that the police minister interfered interfered allegedly with sensitive police investigation and colluded with business people, including Kat Malala, a murder accused, to disband the political killings task team based in KZN. He also said a police investigation by the task team in Gauteng unmasked a syndicate controlled by drug cartel, which involves politicians, law enforcement officials, SAPs, Metro Police, correctional services, prosecutors, and the judiciary, as well as business people. Mr. Brown, this raises serious concerns around our constitution, rule of law, and then he went on and on. And this is where he announced that, you know what, first off the block, first on the chopping block, it's gotta be you, Senzo. It's gotta be you. Okay, you had one job. You had one job to be the police minister, and you messed that up. I cannot help you, okay? Because the people are watching. They're watching because Kwananzi he sounded so convincing. He was dressed in that whole combat uniform. He was dead serious, okay? And I'm just the president of South Africa, okay? I don't even get that much attention, okay? I was out of the country when this all happened. Ngenapi, where do I enter? But it is what it is. Oh, oops, I am the president. I will address the nation, but only 7 days later. That's how serious he took it, okay? He says it raises serious concerns, but I'll address you 7 days later. And, I'll just have a commission of dun. I'm going to put, an acting police commissioner. It's going to be a professor. It's going to be appease the people. It's enough, okay? It's nicely dressed up well. It looks like a solution, but the question is it a solution? Do you know who we want to hear from? We want to hear from the man himself, okay? The internet belongs to Kwananzi, and we want to hear from Kwananzi. What does he think? Okay, is this okay? Is this satisfactory? Is there anything else he wants to add to the grocery list? Let us know, okay, Kwananzi. And if you're not safe, just blink twice, okay? Blink twice. We the people will see you. Shout out to KZN, because KZN owned the last week, okay? Yeah, believe it or not. I don't usually put political stuff on this channel, but it tied in very well with the SENZO MCHUNU trial. This is why you're seeing these videos here. But I will link my other channel in the comment section, because I think I'll continue on down that route. If it merges with the SENZO MCHUNU trial, I'll bring it back here. But let's listen to the president, okay? Let's listen to His Excellency. Here goes.
In order for the commission to execute its functions effectively, I have decided to put the Minister of Police, Mr. SENZO MCHUNU, on leave of absence with immediate effect. The Minister has undertaken to give his full cooperation to the Commission to enable it to work properly. I have decided to appoint Professor Firoz Kachalia as Acting Minister of Police. Professor Kachalia is currently a Professor of Law at the University of the Witwatersrand and is the Chairperson of the National Anti-Corruption Advisory Council. He previously served as an MEC of Community Safety in Gauteng. I'm appointing Professor Kachalia in terms of Section 91(3) subsection C of the Constitution, which empowers the Constitution to select no more than 2 ministers from outside the National Assembly. We will ensure that the South African Police Service and other law enforcement agencies continue to function without hindrance as the Commission undertakes its work. I call on all members of our law enforcement agencies, as well as security services, to remain steadfast in upholding the rule of law of our country and adhering to their code of conduct. I therefore call on all South Africans to support the Commission in the work that it is going to do where appropriate, and to provide any information or assistance the Commission may require. In establishing this Commission of Inquiry, we are affirming our commitment to the rule of law, to transparency, and to accountability. And we are also enhancing the work that is underway to build a South Africa in which all our people are safe and secure. I thank you.